Son of a b- Alright, so I'm gonna try this kind of video out. This is going to be ladder climb stuff that I have not streamed to Twitch. It is going to be just for YouTube. So please enjoy this fresh, unique content. So this is the deck I'm using primarily, and this is Manifest Destiny 2. We've added a few cards since the last few card sets. Last time I tried this was probably during ATH and TOA, I think. But since BOA and ADA, I have not touched this. So we added Stimulating Supper. We added High Altitude Attack. We added... This guy's pretty new. Matsunaga Hisahide goes really well with this other card, Akuma, and you might notice this deck looks a little different from the matches coming up because I have since edited, tweaked it a little bit. There were some matches that I was left with 3 Akumas in hand and nothing to do with them. The card's really good, but sometimes you get stranded with like nothing to ascend on, and a 4 MP unit with 2 HP is not very good. So we also have Rao, which is a bit of a, I guess you could call it a meme. There are some times where it is pretty useful, but it's all in the test phases. There's other things I could try out, but I do want to have like two or 3 big units in a Coral deck, something that is beyond their normal scope of use. So here it's Rao and Wesker, which 2 units for 6 MP, and then one of them comes back with Revenge. That's pretty good. I like that. This is the deck. You can try it out if you like. I'm always kind of tweaking it, trying different things. It's not terribly strong, probably just a solid tier 3. It's hard to keep up with decks nowadays. I'll try different tribes for Coral. Be trying that stuff in the future, but meantime, we use a little bit of this. So this is the second deck I use for the ladder climb when I get a little tired of losing with Coral, and it's got a lot of the things that really define red decks these days, and that is cheap actions, memory payoffs. You got Chain of Fists and Fists of the Fire Wyvern to build up your memories, and Mortal Enemies for the payoff. You got Trump card to make everybody angry. Goddess to make those hits land harder. You got Strider to get a bunch of early explorers. You got this new Jill card in the 3s for that quick explore and just solid unit. And you have your big payoffs, your FDR, you have your Leon. Pretty standard stuff. I try to lean back on the legendaries, not add too many, but even then this deck still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, well. There's always deck gifting if you are in need of some legendaries. But hopefully you enjoy the matches. We'll see you guys at the end. Okay, so going into this, True Power. Power means a lot of our stuff's probably going to get sealed. They're going to have some bigger threats. Start with a hand with a number of units that I can play. Start with Chris. Usually I start with Karina if I have her and give her 2 shields off of Chris. It's nice. So here we just need to keep playing humans to get shields up. Make Chris stronger. And we have the feline, which we can slide out our Ieyasu. There's no big threat. Once we see Alia, we understand that we get a big Akumer coming. Do that to protect Chris. Because a bunch of units die in quick succession there, we can get a bunch of HP for him. Resetting Turret Float would be pretty good, but with that crush on Kuma, we don't have to worry about it. We pass here just so we can not use, we can get access to blue mana here. We have a ton of actions to use. That's unfortunate, we can't get around that, so we use Stimulating Supper to kind of get some stuff out of it. We use 2 blue mana and 1 real mana, but we end up netting 1 real mana from it. Coral here is okay. One cost Rufus doesn't benefit at all. More cards. The cheap Ascension making a good, rather the cheap base making for an easy Akumer. Win the board. This match, ooh. Antibody's not too bad of a matchup. Especially get the Karins on the field, you can really harass them to death. Start with something simple, just to get the ball rolling. Rufus. And they're going to take it out, of course. We've got a lot of cheap actions, so we take use of that blue mana. Whatever I expected him to die. We got a Karin, so we can kind of get that rolling. Wait until 5 so we can protect her right away. Here we're going to lose the trade up top, and that Jill unit pretty problematic. We play the buff first. You know she's got a handgun. Having a hard time deciding which one to do because we could take it out and it'll take 2 hits top either way, or at least 2 hits. But at this point, okay, maybe I don't have anything. I'll just put combo on bottom to get more value out of it. And of course they have the Liberating Slash. Yikes. That's okay. Got that, but I don't know if we're going to be able to use that Akuma. Great effect quite yet. I was like thinking about it. This is a good play on their part because it kind of pins me into a point where even if I reset their Jill, it's going to be combo 1 and finish off. So I decided to seal it, whatever. No combo. I'm going to lose Karin. Try to at least get a coral off of it and no go. Put forward a low investment blocker. So Jill's already in range to be killed by Akuma. I want to bring Carlos into range. A 1 MP Ascension. And they're keen on it. You know what they're doing. And that wouldn't be good for Ascension if I'm not going to kill Carlos. Cause Akuma to die right away. I'd admit that's probably not a good play. With something on the incoming, Akuma can be eliminated really quickly. I do this to try and keep the Wesker card alive, but got a second handgun. Honestly, I forgot about the second handgun. But it does sort of fish out both of those handguns, otherwise they would have killed both of the Weskers. Oh, Bushinryu is unexpected. I've not seen a meta list for Jill with a Bushinryu in forever. I don't know why people run those. And their board's just too stacked. I really can't do anything about this. Handguns are nice, low investment, high reward sort of, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not how that plays out. Couple bad decisions, at least with Akuma. Well, it didn't cost me that much. Tough matchup. They predicted their stuff pretty well. This match, oh my god, this match was crazy. All right. So this is pretty good. I thought the two names there, I was like, this is a bot. And I'm pretty sure it still is a bot. Play this right away so I have maximum blue mana. And it puts Rush on Akuma. That's pretty sweet. So, honestly, if you can start with a bunch of Bombasts with this deck, you can make a pretty, you just kind of stall out. Oh, when they do this, and I looking at my hand, the best thing I have to hit that with would probably be Raw Cotting, and I was like, do I really want to do that? They halt it. It's like, whatever, get rid of it. Just get rid of the agility. Agility's the problem. And keeping the flight, I was kind of hasty in sealing it off. But keeping the flight meant that I could actually get an attack in with Nohime as soon as she's done being halted. ... So I figure, I'll just put this down. I'll have to deal with that. So nice, we got him down to 3 HP, which is the sweet spot for Akuma at least. And they brainwashed my Ieyasu. Okay, so they've played a legendary and then stole my legendary. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna try and get MP for Akuma to kill the top. But then I realized, oh shit, if he gets healed once, just by a little bit, yep. And that's what happened. Got healed for 1, so basically, do I deal with this 4 attack flying unit or this agility 4 unit? And honestly, at this point, I'm pretty much lost. There's nothing I can do about it. All the Akumas in my hand are not helpful about holding back his attack. Yep. The flight on an already flying card instead of the Ieyasu that could be doing way more damage, or rather, could be unobstructed, pretty much confirms this is a bot. It's just hilarious that I was so mad that when this happened, I almost took this match out. I was just like, are you kidding me? But that just happens sometimes. Bots typically don't run this many legendaries, but yeah, sure. And then the absolute BM. It's funny because of just the way it worked out. Bunch of weird luck. So I wasn't giving up my coral quite yet. Keep going. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. So far, it's really just humans taking a while to set up. And funny enough, the cards that do the most damage are legendaries, Ieyasu and Karin, and just run more legendaries, Smile. Anyway, get this going. Put a bunch of shields up. What are you gonna do about it? Get that damage in and get a kill off of it. And didn't do anything. They didn't have anything to lock, so it didn't do. Keep the shields up on Karin. Hopefully she can stick around, but we're kind of running out of time. Not gonna be able to ascend, so we lost her. That's fine. We still got big Akuma. I figured the primary threat they'd want to take care of is top, so did that. I didn't have enough time to quite to react. I honestly didn't think they'd put something in front of Akuma that would get killed in one hit. So honestly, I should have tapped. Do I tap? Yeah, I tapped Yuri in here. Just to make sure Alfred would kill it. You bounce it? I don't care. I gave up. Playing the Gen, and I think their slot was locked, it cost them a lot. Ooh, their true power. Every time I see true power, I'm still dreading whether it's gonna be Dalamadur or not. It's kind of like... But we got a really good setup here. Whenever you put Kadeen down and then you put Chris, it's just 2 shields for her, so it's just sweet. Kadeen is a nice little card to put out. If they don't like it, they don't like shields, they'll seal it. And whatever, bro. I just took 2 MP from you. And they play... what do you call it? That new Nero, the upside down Nero, and Mogami, which... I was thinking about it, but nothing's really happened yet. I should have sealed it. But wait, he's got this. Figure at this point, yeah, I can at least keep it alive for a little bit longer if I seal it. That way it won't run away with the game. Getting close to true power. I mean, it's been 3 seconds, so he's almost got true power. What's next? This card, a good standalone card for true power. Just put it down, true power, and it's a 5/12. Yikers. This is tough because I don't usually. I think there's 1 evasive in this deck, and yeah, you can't account for, or rather, you can't count on or getting all of them. You know. So we got Ieyasu. Oh, I think I held back, not wanting to be sealed. Keep a little bit of that effect. Oh, I was really hoping her damage would go. One of those hits would go. Actually, that's right. I didn't give her compass. If she tapped middle, I would have killed Ieyasu. It would have been sick. So now, typical fashion, just gotta deal with all these shields on a strong unit. But do that. Try and snipe a kill. Won't work. Ah, we got it eventually, and we got a lot of kills. So Akumer is looking pretty good at 3/8. And we're ready to rock with Vega. He's got the rush on him, and bottom is invincible unless it's sealed. They're giving themselves the buff, which I really don't care because bottom is pretty locked down. Get the rush, that hit. And honestly, Coral just for a little bit of thinking time. Top, I forgot that he didn't have all the heavy crush pierce shenanigans, so I just kind of did it, and I figured, hey, it's kind of unnecessary for me to do anything now because I think Vega will win the game, but just in case he has a seal or something like that, I'll just reset it. Keep it at 1 attack or something. It's fine. Or 1/1/2. I forgot he's 1/2 on base. Ridiculous. But yeah, I just could have left him with no option other than to seal that. Seal the flight. He still had 2 other units that could be sealed. Breakaway. I was seeing breakaway. I was kind of like, all right, show me the tech. Show me that good stuff. Where's it at? Don't really know what to look out for when playing against breakaway, so just kind of treat it like a normal thing. Open with Kadeen. Have a target for my high altitude attack. Get a couple explorers in case she's gonna fill the board. I've seen so many different shells for breakaway. I don't really know what to expect. Honestly, I was like, let me tap this once and then fly over it, and then, since that unit is slow, not gonna get anything out of it. But yeah, now thinking about it now, it might help. Gravity Beetle can get all those lock effects, and just like that, if you got the lock, it would buff something in the hand, lower Vega's attack by 4. It's pretty good deal. Vaccine sample I heard is really popular among Japanese players. I don't like it. Well, it's not that I don't like it, but I feel like I'm just... It's a fun card, not a good card. So the Gravity Beetle gets a little buff. That's what I don't like about Q, because like now that unit is slow, and slow in front of a flying unit is just... What are you gonna do? If you don't have any ascension, you're just stuck there, just kind of sitting there like, yep. Guess you could brainwash it? What can you do? Sure, halt it. I could have used blue mana here, but honestly, one of the win cons for this deck is Bolt Reavers, so I'm not gonna be chomping at the bit to get that. Put combo up top because it's the safest unit. I mean, it's the least threatening. Like whatever I put combo on, they were definitely gonna hit it with that bounce. And now we got a flying Nohime. That's pretty cool. They bounced it, so I can hit it with Coral. At this point, I'm thinking, oh. Yeah, this time I was like, I'm not really sure what to do here, because I'm kind of big boy, but I got this buff twice, so throw this at you. Ooh, they thought they were pretty slick. And they did not get to save their Tigrex. Here was like, okay, I'm just gonna reset that. Hope you don't mind. I don't know why I was hovering that. It wouldn't really do anything. I'd give it an MP bonus for dying and then stop it. I think I remember what happens here. So yeah, they're trying to stop top. That's unfortunate. We got mad damage coming through. And so I do this to put them in check. Basically, you have to stop this unit even though it's the least threatening. And you won't be able to stop it with a unit in front. Swaps it out for... Is it? Nah, it's basic data, or not basic data, the legend data. Not enough. It's not often that I'm able to set up that quickly to stop that, but breakaway just takes a long time to set up. Mirage Decoy. Mirage Decoy is bad news for Coral. Coral is going to get messed up like nobody's business. It's because you're constantly discounting. Even if you have like Legend Cutting, I guess Ultralated Cutting, if it gets bounced, it's like, well, I'm just gonna play it again. There's some benefits to it, but it's also really annoying. Easy to lose a lot of value. And if things get bounced, they return to their previous cost, so. Do this, the classic setup for two shields. What they were doing, so I was like, what? Put Culve in the middle, good for spillover. Do that to stop what they're blocking with Chris, but I need to buff the middle so it doesn't get killed. I was kind of praying, don't have any answers, and they didn't. Kept it. I don't know how that didn't block bottom. So keep wait to play an action just in case they had something. It's always kind of a game of chicken. You're gonna play the first unit, not the first unit, the first action. When we're ready to seal that, we're ready to seal that. I don't want that to get started. And we got an excellent coral here. She knows it, and she's blown away. Gee, a lot of wins. I wonder what could happen next. Just kidding, no. Field Spire, yeah. Mono green is pretty nasty for this deck. I just feel like a lot of the tantalizing features of the humans in this this deck are like text. So it's just seal it off, dude. Just seal everything. It's pretty well. And nothing really pushes high attack levels, so Shield Spire is gonna get a lot of value here. Even then, I mean, especially when you get a whole handful of this guy. Honestly, I had no reason to not to avoid the feline on bottom. It's interesting with that card. Like, what's the best way to handle this? And I'll admit that lowering its stats probably not a good idea right now. But I just wanted to find other stuff. Unfortunately, they found the reset. I was like, finally I can use this Akuma, and it's like, no. Okay. Now it's 1-8 and it's gonna get extra MP, but I guess spent 2 MP on the reset that he wouldn't have to otherwise. This is unfortunate. I figure, hey, if I just don't hit it, it'll... But wait, it flips after 1 hit, so... Yikes. Let's go. What heavy? He's got heavy piercing combo. That's really not good at all. And what I was not respecting is that the Rajang was so distracting up top. I didn't even realize how much he was pumping up the pumping up Nero by me hitting him on bottom. It did so much damage that it was pretty much just over. That doesn't do anything. I just wanted it to go through the Shield Spire and actually hit him. Yeah, at this point it's just over. That feline buffed him up so much. And it's one of those things, if I sealed it off, it would have been a non-threat. Or seals. Won't leave home without your seals. Got Richard from Japan playing Despair. Okay. I'll live. This is a decent hand. And then I'm immediately thrown off by this Zamtrios. I have no clue what they're doing. What kind of deck is this? Monster Despair. That's kind of cool. Although all the new monster support we got from this card set was primarily in red, right? I figure kind of see what they're gonna do. That is weird. I am just like, okay. Maybe this is a bot? I have no. The hidden parasite on this card. I have no clue what that's trying to do, and then he just destroys it. That makes it really seem suspicious as a robot. Why'd you spend 4 MP on a thing and then it's gonna get, well, I guess it was sealing off, but it was very weird. Very weird. Flipping back and forth on that. Couldn't quite decide what I wanted to do with it. I knew it would only survive like 1 more hit, and then it would be like, well, now what? I decided to keep the flying unit. It's probably more of a pain to deal with than Nohime, in case they were waiting to use Fate or something. Sure. keep killing stuff. Ah, that was weird. I was kind of unsure how to handle Emperor. Then I realized, hey, if I don't do something quick, probably gonna die. To prevent my units from dying, give him that. Sure. I could reset top, but I decide not to and put combo on that. And again, you get more out of putting combo on Karin, but I want to kind of share the love, make it harder to remove the threats. Because they're going to want to remove Karin as soon as possible. They despair. Strong as fucking here. Really strong, really good. Very nice, sir. This makes me think that it's not a robot. Last second nature of that. Maybe I'm getting a little paranoid. But sure, you can sack 2 life to possibly block. No. That's weird. Yeah, it's just a weird deck. I don't know what to say about that one. GDI. Yikes. Another weird another weird matchup. Can banish a lot of your stuff. Not that you have that much recursion. I don't think I don't have any defects in this deck. I used to in an earlier version. And we just do that. You just do that. Don't even have to think about it. Just do it, Smile. So all the cards in my hand right now are too heavy to really contend with that. Like, what do I put down in front of him? And I mean, obviously, you're just gonna beat the shit out of Karin. Shields? Okay, well, I'm getting a shield every time I attack, so... Or I'm getting a damaging card every time I attack. So... What? Put Chris in front? Yeah. That's the best thing I got. And it hits him, which means he can only take 1 more hit. Not that he should have to worry about it, because he's flying now. Oh, and he's flying again. I pass, just because I need Chris to hit something. These cards are just too heavy. Nobunaga has Rush, though. That's not too bad. Very unfortunate. I go with the higher HP option, I believe. Yes, higher HP. And of course he has a shield. Of course he has damage. And taking a big gamble here. Thinking he only has 1 option for damage. If I can reset it, then we're Gucci. Yeah, we're good. But it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. And we got the backup. Oh, here, let me solve this problem. Probably should ascend. Could do that. That's a weird thing to do. But now it looks like the coast is kind of clear for me to drop Ieyasu. Probably drop it the sooner the better. Give him some homies to support, and then that. I don't know why you would do that. I think it's weird because just attacking doesn't give it Himiko any extra hits to endure, and you're not trying to endure hits. Sure, kill that. And ascend that to kill Claire. This guy's deck is weird. It seems like he's only interested in Strider. For Explorers, right? I love carrying Claire just in case my Strider Explorer can pop off a lot. Oh, and be sure I could have been much faster on sealing. That would have saved Vega. Oh, and he does that to grab my crappy cards. Please enjoy my crappy cards. Tough situation here. Probably best to just use this. And honestly, I should have just dropped Akuma right away. but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a bunch of damage actions too. So that's got some HP on it. That's decent. Okay, we're stuck with 3 Akumas again. That might be the flaw of this deck, honestly, is having that stuff. I want to get him out of my hand so I can draw some new stuff. Sure. So unfortunately, this gets banished, does not count for Rouse transformation effect. Although I don't know what kind of person needs to run Blockade Strike in a GDI deck. Seems kind of redundant. We're just looking to ascend on Rufus as soon as possible. And he helps us, and he got one of our Akumas. He copied one of our Akumas. Okay. Sure. And they do that. And I'm just like, okay, bro, I don't know what you're doing, but okay. So I do this, and basically, do you want to try and protect your unit? Ooh, alright, well, you're dead then. And he has no way to reply, nothing to do with this, no MP left, so 5 with combo? Okay. God, I didn't even seal the guy, and he immediately responded with that stuff. I don't know why. Dealing with FDR, really should have, like, been hovering seal for whatever nonsense is going to start flying at me. I think at this point he gave up. Kind of. Yeah. I could have been better on sealing the FDR. Another GDI. What are you gonna do? At least I'm not running spirits. That's where Coral Spirits is where GDI just rampages. So we keep this hand. We have a target for our high altitude attacks. We have a starter. A nice little. We got 2 of them now. But we have 3 Explorer units in our hands. We gotta use the buff at some point, or that ain't gonna look good. So I'm kind of. Whoa! I see that card, and it's like, what are you doing? What is this card? Why haven't I seen this card in forever? Came in with TDA. My man was like, I'll never see it coming. And they grow that, which, okay. Okay. Considering resetting it, didn't get the chance. I do this and I figure, well, I'm gonna remove this now. And they already have 4 levels of growth, which is outrageous. And we're gonna remove that card definitely, although we still got that stuff on bottom, and I'm like, oh well, got a couple hits in. We'll get like 1 hit in maybe. Nope. And that was just it. Just done. No target for. I wasn't able to discount Wesker. Wesker would have been a good block there, but sadly not. Take that card out, but that gives them room to grow, and then GDI, and they don't have to try anymore. Honestly, reset would be good here. I was not thinking about the reset, although it's kind of over. Buff the board you can do here. What they do, just explode all over me here. It just blows up. So I think I have them board locked at this point, and it's like, well, can't really do anything about it, can you? Unfortunately, their thing dies, but good lord, everything's just so expensive in my hand right now. Just kind of it. Too expensive. Not enough, yeah. And they had 7 damage in that, which is still outrageous. Good old blackout. We're still trying. We're still trying. Now, blackout is a little tough with this one because I'm not really... yeah, this deck gets countered with Shield Spire, so attack really isn't its strong suit. You have ways to get around it a little bit, but not too much. So, generally like to pull all my cards at the beginning, like that. If I have Bombast, I play them out, just to have more options. And there's a couple of Explorers. If I lose the Spillover, I'm not too angry. I kind of want combo for when I play Nohime. To play out the Rufus, if it dies suddenly, then whatever. Ooh, that's rough. I'm not sure what to do because there's not too much to play on these cards. Also, honestly, I probably should have taken the hit. Well, probably would have lost some mana. I locked the board because why not? I need to do 5 damage 3 times. Figure, wow, I really just need some cards. I really use some cards right about now. And yeah, if I had on-play damage to remove these effects, I would. And just like that, my cards are gone. And we get the twofer on that, which is very good. But, I mean, what do you do? I could seal that off. Probably should. Yeah. It's tough. It's just like, oh, it's attack gain, so I'm making it so you can't really gain attack. But the damage off of locks coming off and the automatic heal is just ridiculous. And she hit me a couple times with that. It's really just hard to answer that. On-play damage or some kind of... all the damage actions that red can, you know, launch is just ridiculous. If I had that. Like, once we set up, it's hard to get us off the board, but getting set up is the hard part. Got another Despair. Oh boy, oh baby. What are they gonna do? At this point, we've accepted the fact that they're gonna have a bunch of Alfreds, and it's just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Whatever happens, happens. Uh-oh, well. We know one of those Karians is dying. And, actually, yeah. That's how that works. Alexia kills my unit. So by playing a 3-mana unit and then a 5-mana unit, they remove all mine. Well, good or bad they are. I send on that to kill Alexia. That's unfortunate because Vile will give them another tool against anything they can't reach with Alfred. And at this point, I'm not really sure. I just kind of want to block that. They're going to have to play something, right? And we got the reset for that. That's fine. That's no longer a threat. Even put combo on Nohime. Of course you're going to kill that because you can't reach it with Faith. Combo on that. Probably we could get rid of middle. If one of those hits, or actually both of those hits have to go there. Oops. I couldn't get it. That's fine though. Oh, that's not fine. And I wish we had the time to use all of our actions. Wait for that hit to go through and start buffing, looking for things. And there being they're being intelligent Oichi player by not playing anything in response unless they have to, which there they do, and they avoid it. They always have the predation. But to be fair, I think it's the first one they've played, and they've already seen 12 of their cards. Fair enough. Get a nice beefy coral. I guess we do that. Oh, we lose the trade on that one, unfortunately. We wanted the tube fox to go down, and that get some more discounts. Head on down to the store, and at this point, we don't have a really threatening board, so just do that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll go ahead. I'll just lose. You can just send with Alexia and kill everything. It's fine. Point. I'm just like, whatever. I just want to keep units fighting on the field. Jeez. Try to match them with my own. It's unfortunate that this happens because what do they put in front of Karin? This, and honestly I was like, ah crap, I thought maybe I had enough actions for that. We get that. I'm actually not sure what the MP cost on Karin was. I didn't check. Oh, I still would have been short if I did combo instead. If I do this, honestly, dreadful business. I didn't think of it as redistributing the HP, which it would have helped top. So like a dumbass, I do this to get some MP back on it. And this person's probably like, okay. Sure, kid. And then I'm just like, well, I need to stop this. That'll trade. But 1 HP? You know what that means. You know they're just gonna find the one card. Oh look, it's that one card. Alright, well, that was fun. I did enjoy winning despite, you know, all the Alexias killing the strongest units and Alfreds to kill random units. But we keep going. We keep going. This match with Dive Bomb. Dive Bomb is not too bad. I like it. Keep your one reset will come in handy there. I guess what makes on so dang good, they can go mono, get all the utility, resets, seals, shields. Although I don't think they carry as much shields anymore. So the cool thing with the I don't remember the guy's name, the 4-cost 3/3, is that if you ascend on him with Akuma, if something has 5 HP, you can ascend on that guy, and it will do the damage and then check their HP for Akuma's kill effect. So it's super cool. But yeah, I opt here for the seal, which kills the guy, the dynamo on bottom, and we got ourselves a strong little board. Death Scissors perfectly fine. Probably should just like hover. Actually, don't need to. They kill that, that's fine. I figured they would dive bomb that. They did not. I don't know why they did that. Don't know if it's a robot. I don't know if they're just giving up. More with Coral. I'm not upset yet. I'm actually close to champion at this point. Against Tenkuha, I'm actually not too sure. I think I kept this hand just because of the Nohime. Yeah. Pretty good harassment if they wanted to play like slow cards or something like that. Every time I see Tenkuha, of course, I'm thinking, is it V? Is it Resurrection V? Yep. So honestly, I just want to get rid of this thing. I just freaking hate the Cyclops. Sure, this trade's out, unfortunately. Lose the unit, but I let him lose both of his units, so I'll call that even. I'm 2 HP ahead. Not a big deal. Drop that for pressure. Oh, jeez. So I got that going. Good old Otani, and he's got another exorcism arrow. Thank you. I'll take that damage. Hopefully he did not have a, what do you call it? Another action to play there. And no, I don't want to deal with that. Don't even want anything to be poking me. And they just scoop. I don't know what that deck was, but they were just like, nah, I don't want none. Yawn. Yawn's pretty rough. I think if I were to take this game more seriously, competitively, I would probably invest more time in getting good with Yawn. I think I am pretty good with it. At least I was when I played it a couple metas ago, just as a as a joke, bro. Played it as a joke. It thrives in that mid range that I like. It's very well rounded. It's not usually kind of throw in legendaries to be like, yeah, I win, yeah. So playing a flight unit, maybe not so good. Not so good of an idea, just because. Sure. Like the aggressive clapback, dude. The seal on that. Honestly, in retrospect, I really should have just played Karin. But then what would I do if I didn't have it here? You know, just meanwhile, I'm using all this mana. And there are these kind of fat cards in my hand. What do I do about this? And this is just sucks. I don't know. Do I stop this from being a problem? I would lose the trade if I yeah. I'd lose the trade if I didn't hit that bottom with supper. And sure, really good timing on that to make that happen, but we're just gonna buff this up so it dies in one hit anyway. And then just shield up that one unit. And honestly, that's this game in a nutshell right now. You can just, you know, agility, strong agility unit, just win the game. Honestly, really should have. I was so like defeatist at this point. I think I just kind of checked out. I was kind of like, whatever, I lose. Sealing would have given me some time, but honestly, the math just did not work in my head for that. It was just like, well, you know, it would give me more time to actually put out a threat to stop it, but it's already so late. Raging Demon is fun. I can't wait to lose all my units. So in this match, we got a nice little hand with double bombast, and I don't care. Honestly, it's gonna happen one way or another. They're gonna have their Alfreds at the start. And, you know, one cost Karin. Good. I'm okay with that. It was already gonna die to Alfred anyway. It's just even cheaper. But 3 cost Ultra Lady? That's not good. Very much not a good idea. But we put out the cheapest card first. Wait for him to respond. Kind of just do another one here. We got something. We can just hit him with one of these. I am not putting up with that. Unfortunately, He's patient enough to wait for that R1 unit to die. Oh, this is actually a funny interaction. I was like, well, I could technically avoid it. So I actually went for it. Might seem kind of silly to keep it alive just by lowering its stats, get some MP back when it dies. And I'm like, it's probably going to die. He's probably going to put something in front of it. So we're just going to do this. Although he only had 2 MP, so he couldn't block it. If I paid better attention, I probably could have been aware of that. Gonna plan on our next play. Want to play the Kari next. Maybe, not the Ieyasu. He might have a board wipe. Nice little thing here. Not playing any big cards. I'm like a little reluctant to keep playing. Oh, but then he does this. Man is tired of it. And it wastes the little MP boost I got from that. Wasted. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, and it's not enough to... Placing Rufus there is not enough to get him within range. Up, he has another one of those for some stupid reason. Really don't know why he has that card, like, in such high amounts. I guess it works, but... Smile. We just, like, I'm thinking, like, we just need to chip him down, get to a reasonable level. We don't chip the right unit, unfortunately. But we get these out. And that was just poor math on my part. I was like mathing out top, and then I was like, I kind of want to keep bottom. And of course he has this one, and it just wipes my whole board, and there's nothing I can do about it. Excellent board wipe for 5 MP. Not even a board wipe, it's a me board wipe. Cool. Thanks. So at this point, we have to stop top somehow, but still, it's not close enough to actually get with Akuma. I foolishly blocked that. I did not need to do that. If I had waited till after the hit, sure, I'd be down lower, but I could, you know, ascend with Akuma earlier and not take the 3 on bottom. And then that's okay, but if half the damage goes one way, then I'm gonna be in trouble. So, decided to go for it, and then I'll just seal. And he has to think about it really hard before he's like, yep, I'm going to use this card that involves no risk. Honestly, I should have sealed top, but that would have mean I would have to like, block a bunch of attacks. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Still going. 2 stars. 2 stars at A1. Pretty close. Despair is a terrible matchup, and I think Despairs are starting to drive me nuts. Despairs just have that one curse extraction if you even get that far. You make it past a hero art. Just to make it just salt in the wound. LOL XD smile. Look at this. They already got the vial. They're going to be able to blow up anything they want. Strangely enough, they don't choose to. Because they're waiting for that. Of course, dude. Let's do it. Good old Alexia. Can't wait for her to leave. So we're kind of just looking for more cards. Throw out the cheap action. Little combo on this. Get some extra stuff. If they didn't use Blue MP to kill her before, probably safe. Oh wait, they still had noodles because that vial died. And that's just how it goes. I can't avoid playing those actions. at the very least, we're gonna have enough to kill Junie here. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Of course we wouldn't. So, alright, we're gonna wait to place Rao here so we get a thing. We're good, right? We're good. She doesn't care. Who the hell cares? Yep. Ninetales did not help us out here. It's more of it's kind of a test run for that card just to see if it works. And then they do this because they know they've cleared the board and I don't have much mana. So let's just do this. And we have a full board that's, oh yeah, who cares? The stats on it are just so monumental that it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. So we do that. Good game. I wish my hero art gave me a full board. And I believe no, we didn't make the switch quite yet. We almost did. But we had a loss, so I was like, it should be a bot, right? Should be playing against a bot. Just kind of like, well, do the normal thing. I know exactly which matchup or which match this is just by looking at it. So we're not quite sure how to deal with this. It's kind of like, well, oh, they do this because that's what they do, and I'm just praying that I don't get the debuff on Nohime. Sure, still doesn't. I can't tell if it's a bot because I know bots like to play jury because that tech is really old, and anyone in the anyone who's been a champion in the last 9 months knows how to fucking counter it. But sure, give flight to it. That's good. So I was thinking, hey, do this, and that way I can kill it in one hit. And they don't have a chance to negate it, so why not? Why not? They debuff the Nohime, and it makes it so that her effect does not proc. So I am like, well, now I have nothing. But I am looking to give myself a little something with Vega. Vega will help here to stop that from making it worse. Whew. But now what do? Now we don't have any plan. Card still has flight, it still has agility, and it debuffed my Nohime immediately. And, yep. Don't have to use your hero art, just win, dude, just win. Probably could have helped if I had Doll's Memories or something like that, but that would be really scary. 6 attack. This is where we angrily switch to Jill. I'm tired of it, sick and tired of it. Losing to nonsense, just human coral is just not popping off, so we switched over to Jill. Do Starter Strider because that's what all the cool kids do. We got Boonst, rightfully so. Gears are turning here. I'm not really sure how to approach this. Play with a cheap action here, then to help us find new cards. However, by doing this, I kind of put myself in an awkward situation. If I had used the agility card instead, I could have kept his HP at 2. It'd be perfect for Yukimura to come in. But instead, we're just spamming actions because it's what good Jill players do now. Well, we got the skip rope. He's got the crystal snail. We're talking about that today on the EX podcast. Good look at that basic card. I don't know how Himiko did not get hit. Yup. I don't know what they're doing. Skullduggery. I don't know why I like hesitated. Like, because I just didn't know what they were doing. And they wanted to kill this in one hit. And nah, I'm good. It was funny to see agility, temporary agility on that. We got a Furin Kazan, excellent. We can get another one if we wanted, but don't want to wait. I don't want to take any more damage than I already have.
No, I can't let it end here.
Fortunately, they are about to use their, or at least have enough for the hero art, so anything that's 5 or less is kind of in danger to be bounced. And so, I'm not really sure what to do, but we can slide this over here. The longer they have a board, the harder it is for them to bounce it. I'm kind of locked up. I'm not really sure what to do. So we bait it out. And yeah, they go for it. Of course they do. So we'll just do this and sink another one. Another Furin Kazan. Any baiters? I'm actually not sure what they could do. Except that. I was thinking, I was like, that's not gonna be very good. But we didn't play anything, we didn't play into it. They had to use their mana to get it. It's fine. Just do this. Honestly, I could have antibodied. If I antibodied it, I could have taken it down in 2 hits rather than rely on these actions. Which is funny because I played 2 of these, and he has 2 negates. Okay then. So it's funny that this match basically is a throw off timing if they wanted to guard with something. It's just funny because we pretty much epitomized Jill right there. Is we spammed a bunch of cheap actions and then we played FDR. We won. Next we have New playing Ouroboros. Okay, Uro, I was whatever, man. I'm ready for this. So we know they're gonna play big units, so we play small units to kind of plan out our plays. And it's red Uro. In which case we have the heaviest sigh, and we're already angry. We're already pissed off. I don't even need to comment too much on this because y'all know how this stuff works. It's just tee-hee. I put stuff in grave, I take stuff out of grave. Haha, tee-hee. Haha, hoo-hoo. And yeah, I know at some points during recording this, I was like, I had to take off. Yep, nice wrath you got there. I had to like take off my headset and just like kind of mutter under my breath, like, yep, that's just the kind of fucking player you are, huh? It's my first time recording a session off stream, and it's very weird to not have chat to talk to. So we're at explore count 0, and the 1 unit I have to get an explore requires a victory. Great. So here's the thing. Wanted to try and set, yeah, one action. I wanted to try and set up something where one of my units would get hit. I was hoping Claire would be the distraction there, so I had to throw away 7 MP to do that. That really sucks. Sucks. We got 3 damage in Smile. That's okay. But the only thing I have at this point is like deal a little damage to him. I was like, yeah, I can hit him for 2. And that would bring him into range for... Sure, buddy. Would have brought him into range for Yukimura. But now we have something with 5 attack, which honestly isn't that much. I don't know why you'd put that on there, if only just to get some time so you can put Malice on it. I guess you're just looking for Malice. And so, whatever, I'll take my time. And yeah, I got some stuff here. Draw the hit, and then do 1 hit and get the kill. So I wasted a lot of his shielded hits on that. And dual color doesn't have a good MP bladder for that, but he had the right card at the right time. I respect it. But we're at 1 Explorer. So bad. 1 Explorer, what, 4 actions? That's fine. The fact that he healed me has given me so much extra time. And yeah, I was considering like not doing that. Not letting them do that. And he maliced it, which sucks. However, the card I placed was spread damage, so the new card is gonna get hit. I figured I'm just gonna go in. Because that's what good Jill players do. There's a slight threat, you go in, baby. Wait for the hit to go through, and then we clean it up. And everything costs too much, so he can't play a card to block it. So good job. What a horrible deck. You should probably play a deck that requires thought and not a bunch of like, please don't touch me while I'm setting up. Thanks. And next we have Despair, which, ooh, playing against Despair. Honestly, Despair alone was tempted, or it tempted me to make the switch from Coral over to Mirage. So I really don't like Despair. It really is kind of like the Rikoha of this this current meta, or at least not the current meta. It's not so strong with Mirage around, but during the last meta, it was kind of like Rikoha, where it was just like, yep, it kind of overwhelms the board, and like it's just so much control. We're just gonna remove this. I hope you don't mind. We got 700 backup actions, so hope you don't need to go anywhere. And the cool part is we have Goddess for the follow-up, so why not? I'll just throw this out. This goes in the right place. Excellent. We gotta think about it. We gotta think about it. Get this guy for 4, and if like, could just grow it. They decide not to, so okay, I'm gonna play Goddess, and it's gonna be 5 damage instead of 4, so you lose your unit. When I play actions, I always try to have like a backup, some way to use the blue mana. Unless it's an absolute, like, what do you call it, emergency. I tried to shift Jill out of killing Alfred. Which I don't know. There's two ways to go about it. Should you kill because they're gonna ascend, or should you leave it alone so that they don't get their value out of the unit before it's ascended on? It is a tough call, and it really depends on counting cards, how many they have. And they smartly wait for the Goddess to come off to do that. And they are safe to do that, but they are really close to the Despair. Oh, I'm losing. Hold up, I have this thing. Come on, I'm gonna win. Okay, clear out your nasty board. Okay, now I get to push. They wait for some reason. They'd be using Despair right away, but they're not. Don't know why they're not using Despair. Now I have 700 actions that are really cheap, so I can actually do something with. And now she does. I don't know why she waited. It's ridiculous. Just don't wait. Just do it. At this point, 2 Alfreds. I am forbidden from using 3 MP units. Well, whatever. Pop this, which is unnecessary. I could have used the fist just fine, but they're all kind of equal to me. Oh, look, trying to do all that stuff. Do I want you to have 3 MP for doing nothing? No, I don't. So you get nothing. I'm sorry, you get another unit because that unit is ridiculous. And don't worry, you can ascend on ascend to kill Roggy. It'll be fine. Look at that. See, look at that. You don't have to do anything or try. Honestly, Claire would be really good here, but there's no MP for, what do you call it? Yeah, that's the trouble. Claire would be good, but there's no MP for, or there's no AP for antibody. But this is pretty good. Pretty good. This. He kind of hit the right target. Gonna get those noodles to kill Strider anyway. We got a backup action just in case. I don't know why Homeboy had to wait so long. I tried to save Roggy, didn't work. And we get noodles, but we have an answer to that. Dang, if we had FDR right now, I would just wait for them to be slightly behind, and then I could just play FDR antibody and just win the game. Oh, jeez. I was thinking, hey, I could play, what do you call it? I could play Yukimura here, but look at that. That would have been just as problematic, and I figure I got them to waste their stuff. We got a chance to get in there. We got, ooh, well that's not good. And because they play Curse Extraction, looks like they win the game. I'm just gonna use my Huar. Yep, here I come, I'm winning. Uh-oh, my units are dying. That means you should suffer. Exactly what that means. I don't want to play Claire quite yet. Oh wait, I'm gonna eat this so that I get bonuses. You should definitely take damage for me, do this, whatever. I don't want to play anything. I want to get the footing Kazan. Sure, they have some wacky ass action to cuck me on that. So their unit dies and I'm punished. We got our antibody back. That's nice. We got that going. But if this unit doesn't just run away with the game, then we lose. And she tickles my dick a little bit here and makes me think that I'm gonna fucking win. I played Himiko. I know it's kind of weird. I played Himiko because, one, I'm not sure how many memories they had. I was sure they had, you know, 7. Sure, if I had thought about it. But I was thinking, what if they have random target? What if they have, you know, sample collection? Play it on the unit. Whatever, it's not gonna hurt. It's not like I'm gonna win if Yukimura dies. Whatever. So at this point, this was just like for lulz, whatever. So I think they block with an Alfred just to be like, you know, tee-hee, yeah, tee-hee, fuck you. Really cool, huh? And it's ridiculous because it means that if I had pulled FDR, I would have won. That's all you need. All right, so that was a little experimental video put out. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me climb. I know I left out some parts at the end, but I was not comfortable covering my my awful Ada play. I'm pretty new to purple, so I'm kind of just trying different stuff and see what works. I uploaded the match to champion just because it was a really close one. So you can check that out on the channel in recent videos. And other than that, just kind of let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is a new thing for me, so any kind of feedback is good. I had a poll on my Twitter, and I'll put that in the I'll put that info in the description. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.